Who doesn't love chocolate? But how do you cut back without having to cut it out completely, or without having to go on some ridiculous diet? Well, I have got some tips for you. So hi, I'm Vanessa McLennan, and I help people work through their eating issues to break free, and especially of this binge and restrict cycle. So if you would like to see more of my videos, please click on the subscribe button and click on the bell. Before we beat ourselves up about, how weak-willed or rubbish we are, I want us to remember that to let go of chocolate or to cut back, we are working against so many obstacles. First of all, there is the brain that when we eat it, it tastes so good and the texture is so lovely. And so we release chemicals that just make us feel so good. So to try and give it up altogether, we're working against our natural sort of body chemicals that wants us to eat more of it because it tastes and feels so good. We're also working against billions of pounds that have been spent on research and researching just the right amount of sugar and fat and ingredients that go into a chocolate bar that get us to hit this sweet spot that makes us wanting for more. So these companies have spent billions in not only researching, the texture, but also the quality and the taste and the packaging that all goes into working against us. And then let's not forget that it is everywhere. It's so easy to buy. Whenever you go into a shop, it is strategically placed at eye level. You stop at petrol stations and it's there right before you get to the tills. And it's bright, it's shiny, you're probably a bit tired, or you're frazzled from shopping. So marketers, are very clever and they get us at the right spot. However, it can be very, very hard then to break that. But also, it can end up taking over our lives. As some of my clients have said to me, one of my clients, that they said that they reported chocolate was a constant in their life. They'd always remembered, as a kid growing up eating chocolate. And of course it's delicious, but it was there through the hard times in life and it's there through the good times in life. And they ended up then driving every single day, driving miles and miles out of their way to go and get more and more chocolate, just so that, people wouldn't see them buying the same chocolate, and also, so that they wouldn't get caught maybe by people knowing them. And that's when she realised that chocolate had become a problem in her life. It was no longer the thing. But like many of you, I'm guessing, she didn't want to break away from it altogether. She didn't want to cut it out completely. What she did want to do was just cut back so she could enjoy it, but not make it such a huge thing or an addiction. So here's what I did with her. So ask yourself, why do you want to let this go? So has it become a problem for you where it's no longer fun? Look at why it is that you're eating the chocolate. Many people, I think, it's just become a habit. They start off a little amount, they do it while they're watching the TV, they do it for something, and over time this habit has grown bigger and bigger and bigger, and now it's time to let that habit go. Is it a reward for you? For a lot of people, chocolate, they reward themselves with it. They've had a really hard day, they've done really well with something, and of course chocolate is an amazing reward. It tastes really, really good, doesn't it? A lot of people though, chocolate could be the crutch that you rely on right now. So are you going through a really difficult period in your life? Lots of stress, lots of, tumultuous ups and downs. And is chocolate the thing that you need right now? And that's why sometimes it's not always a great idea to take it away completely, because it could be the thing that is helping you through something right now. So if that is the case, go easy on yourself. And what we then do is look at helping with the issue rather than taking the chocolate away. So look at why it is in your life. What purpose is it serving for you? And also then how much you want to cut back to what would be a deal amount for you to still enjoy it without cutting back completely. Break the habit. So if you've got into a habit where you don't know why you're eating chocolate, you're just eating it because you do, but you want to break that habit, you've got to look at everything that a chocolate is associated to. So for instance, I eat a lot of my chocolate. I sit down in the evening in front of the TV and then I eat my chocolate. So to break that habit, I had to then find a different routine. So I sat in a different place and then was able to drink a different drink so that my chocolate didn't go with that drink and didn't go with where I sat on the sofa. So other people, to break their routine, they might, if they're eating chocolate in the car, they might just go a different way just until that habit is broken. Listen to a different song if you're used to, listening to it in the car. Does chocolate go with the drink? Drink a different drink. Does it go with a certain relaxing and, doing a certain activity? So just break that pairing. Doesn't mean you have to break it forever. It's just breaking it until the association is disconnected, and then you can bring back what you like to do. For instance, sitting down and watching in front of the TV, or obviously you need to drive your car, but you haven't then got that pairing with that chocolate. Comment below and let me know what chocolate is paired with for you. De-stress. A lot of people, the chocolate relieves the stress. It is what we call a coping mechanism. It's a crutch for you to rely on. And again, if you want to cut back, then one of the best ways to do that is to work on the cause or what you're going through at the moment that you're needing to rely on the chocolate. So by de-stressing, actually, then you're not going to reach out so much to the chocolate. So what can you do to de-stress? Meditation is a great one. Sit there for a good 5 minutes every single day, just in your own zone and relaxing. If that doesn't work for you, listen to the countless of, guided meditation on YouTube here. Find a way to, get out and walk or run. What can you do to just help you get out of your head for that moment and relax your body? Watching TV is not de-stressing. It's got to be where you're on your own, you're focused on your body, you don't have outside influences like the phone or computers, you are just by yourself, maybe out in nature, maybe not. Think of all the things that you like to do that helps you de-stress, and just bring a little bit more of that into your life so that you no longer have to rely on the chocolate. When you are relaxed, the chocolate element becomes, fun, or it just becomes a nice thing to have. And then that's what gives us a lot of greater control over the amount of chocolate that we eat, because we no longer need it to relax. What's the bigger picture? One of my clients, chocolate had taken over her life. She was eating it constantly, really sort of binging out on it, and then didn't want to stop completely, but really, really wanted to cut back. So when we delved deeper into, what the chocolate was doing for her, it became evident that she was like, I don't have a bigger purpose, I don't have what I want to do in my life, I don't know. And it's almost like chocolate was filling that gap of her not feeling that she had something bigger in her life. So it really helps to also look at what we really want in our lives, what perhaps goals are in our lives, what we'd like to achieve. Now, it doesn't mean to say don't get hung up on, oh my God, then I've got to achieve it. It's just, having dreams, or just having wants and aspirations for your life. So you've got a bit of a direction as to where you're going and how your life can get better for you and where you want your life to go. And when you've got that and you're working towards something, you're focused on something that's bigger than where you are right now, chocolate soon becomes insignificant. It becomes this thing that's like maybe stopping you getting where you want to be, and just it's in the way. So look at what's bigger, what's greater out there for you, and also who do you need to be, what behaviours do you need to have, what thoughts do you need to have to be this person that you want to be. And when you do some real, thinking about that, you might discover that actually chocolate doesn't really have a place in that, or it might have an incy part, but not a big picture. And again, it becomes easier to let go because you want to move forwards onto something else. Let me know in the comments below what you find really, really helpful, and let me know how you get on with your chocolate letting go. Thank you. Bye.